Welcome to the Crazy Cool Family Podcast with Don and Suzanne Manning. Parents, what if we could give you the power to transform your family into something absolutely amazing?
A family where everyone is healthy, gets along, loves Jesus, and has great purpose in life.
Hey, let us flip your thinking to unlock the power God has given you to create your own Crazy Cool family. Hey parents, welcome to the Weekly Rethink. It is happening.
It's happening.
Our new website launch.
Woohoo,
All this
it's
new
out.
stuff is coming. It's not coming anymore. It's here.
It's here. Yeah.
It is here. You can go punch up crazycoolfamily.com and you'll see new and exciting things.
Well, before we talk about those things, can we just take a minute and we just want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for being
all our
with
loyal
us.
listeners.
Yes, and for listening to our podcast. And we just want to say thanks. We appreciate your support. We feel your support. We appreciate it. And we love you guys, and your families matter to us. It's your families that have given us the fuel that we need to take this ministry to the next level. And we just say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, and thank you for changing your families and for being willing to believe in what God has for you. Not believing what the world has to say is that you have to just do all this stuff.
Right.
Instead of just pursuing the relationships in your family and connecting everyone together and just watching what God can do as you connect to God, you connect to your kids, connect your kids to God, kids to each other, and life just happens in a
crazy cool family way.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you for stepping out and stepping with us. We love your stories. Give us feedback, and especially on the new website, give us feedback on that. What's helping you, what's not, and we just want to continue to announce all these fun new things.
So I was about to say, so what is on the new website? What are they going to find when they go?
One of them is that we're going to have a free resources page. There's going to be some exciting new stuff.
So excited about that. Right. So on the website also is the book, which is our book, but it has a new cover now. It's kind of got an uplift, a facelift, I guess you would say.
Yeah. And so one of my favorite things is we always talk about page 13 of our book. And if you've got it online, if you got it electronically, that may not be page 13. But in the printed copy of the book, our diagram that we talk, it's a house and it has our 3 commitments: pursue God, build relationships, create culture. Well, we've taken the middle of that diagram and the middle of that, and we call it our family dashboard. And it is that relational diagram. God's at the top, husband and wife, or if you're a single parent, you would be in the middle of that, kids at the bottom, and we connect all with the 5 types of relationships we talk about. Well, that family dashboard is able to be, you're able to download that and make your own personal one.
Right. And so we're going to talk more about that later. So don't say anything else about that one.
Okay. No more.
Yeah, but that is super exciting. It is Don's spiritual brainchild, and he's so excited about it. We think it's going to revolutionize Crazy Cool Family and the way we do ministry. But we're going to share more about that in another podcast.
And you have all of our podcasts on the website.
Right.
You have all of our previous podcasts.
And so if you've listened to them and you can remember one that you've listened to that really made an impact on you, then we just ask you to go share that with somebody that maybe isn't attached to Crazy Cool Family yet.
But one of the most exciting things we're excited about. How many times can we say the word exciting?
Can we think of a different word other than excited?
Okay, never mind.
Too hard.
Yeah. We're coming out with 2 new video courses. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like watching things for a long time. And I can't watch things. My attention
like educational things,
well,
even I remember at conferences we would go to. Don would get up after about 10 or 15 minutes,
but even like movies, if they're over 2 hours, I'm out. Whatever. But so we've designed these courses, and it seems like the people that are younger than us, their attention spans, your attention spans are shorter than ours, and so we have designed those with you in mind. We've got short video courses, so there's several videos in each course, but they're short. We are so excited about them, and it's taken some key topics, and one of them is called Relational Discipline.
One of the courses, the first course we did, Relational Discipline.
We're going to talk about that today at length, and then the other one is called Siblings as Best Friends. So we're
going to talk about that one at length next week.
We're just going to give you a little preview of that this week.
Right.
But really, it's just designed to take what we teach and dig into it more in a video format where it's easy to digest. You can watch it together with your spouse, even have your kids watch it. I mean, because it's content that they would understand, but short, to the point. And we're going to, let's just talk about the Relational Discipline course first. So we're going to spend some time with that today and introduce that to you. And hopefully you will want to go buy it and want to put it in your family very, very soon. It's there.
And so with Relational Discipline, we're not giving you just new methods to discipline.
Yeah, this isn't just the 3 more ways to, put your kid in timeout or whatever.
Yeah, it's a whole new way to think about discipline. We're going to rearrange your thought processes when it comes to discipline.
When we were first parenting, what we're trying to do, parents, is teach you how to think correctly about discipline in your home and have it connect with your kids rather than drive them away. If you read Galatians 5, God says that the goal of our lives is not obedience. Obedience is good, but He really wants us to be free. He wants us to do things because we want to.
Yeah.
He wants us to do things not because we have to, but because we want to. And that's what relational discipline is all about. We've learned over time how to teach our kids how to do things, but how to do the right thing because they want to.
Right. And so this course will help your family help you as parents connect with your children through discipline opportunities. And so instead of seeing something that you have to do, I have to discipline them, looking at it as an opportunity to get to train them up in the way they should go. Yep. So that's Relational Discipline.
Yep.
Let's give a blurb on siblings as best friends. That's
siblings
the second one.
As best friends. You get to have just a little preview of that. Siblings as best friends is something else that is just this radical concept that we were taught early in our marriage. And we're so grateful that we were instilled in that. And we want to instill that into millions of families, because when your siblings are best friends, they look out for each other. They take care of each other. You take away, you know what? We don't have sibling fights in our home.
Right.
Can you believe? I mean, I can't remember the last time we've had a sibling fight in our home. Now, it happened in the beginning, but over time, we learned from others, and we instilled in them that, hey, you take care of each other. And we're going to show you how to make that happen. It's happened in our home.
Right.
And it can happen in your home. So it's siblings as best friends. We're going to talk more about that next week. Let's go back and talk a little bit more about relational discipline. I have seen so many parents. I had a dad come to me the other day and tell me how he has been doing exactly what we talked about before, the command and control. And his kid was an introvert. And his kid was a middle schooler. He started listening to things. And this is something, guys, relational discipline is something you don't learn overnight. It kind of drips into you over time. It's
thought processes. You've got to take your thoughts captive. And
really, how difficult it is to change a habit. Well, so often that's what we're doing. We're changing our habits of the way we work. And so over time, he started to encourage his son and to try to draw him out rather than always getting on to him. His son was a baseball player, and he was, encouraging him more instead of telling him what he did wrong every time off the baseball field and stuff. And one day he comes in, he goes, "I've got a new kid."
Wow.
And I'm like, "What do you mean you got a new kid?" He's like, I used to think my kid was much more of an introvert than he is, but now he's coming downstairs and he's engaging with us and he's doing things and he's being nicer to his sister. And I'm like, "Well, why is that happening?" He says, "It's relational discipline." I mean, I'm connecting. It's not just relational discipline, it's relational connection.
Right.
He says, "I'm going after the relationship. And even in discipline, I'm trying to do those things you've been telling me." And that's what we want for you, parents. We want you to have, what if you didn't really need to discipline that much because they're buying in?
I ran into a mom at the grocery store the other day, and her situation was that her little boy was hitting her, and she was conflicted on what to do with that, because do you spank a child that's hitting? I mean, she just and so we gave her some of the tools and some of the phrases, some of the discipline drivers, which we'll talk about, and she started implementing them. So when I saw her, she said that she's applied them and it's completely different, that her and her son have a respect that they give back and forth to each other, and him hitting her doesn't happen anymore. It just doesn't happen. And so I love getting to share with you parents the things that we've learned and that have been working, not only for us, but for other families as well as they've implemented them.
Yeah, we have been teaching these concepts for over a decade now, and we've taught hundreds of parents, and we've seen so many times that just like that, all we did was teach it. And then she comes back and she says, just because those concepts are now in her head, she changed the way she interacted with her child. And now, hear what she said, it doesn't happen anymore. It's not like, oh, I found this technique to control it better. And when he does it, she did it so well that it doesn't happen anymore. And that's the goal of this course, to make that happen.
I think the world says the goal of discipline is to behave, is to get your child's behavior, to get control of your child. I think that's what they would say the goal of discipline is, but that is probably the opposite of what we say is the goal of discipline. So let us rock your world for just a minute.
We start out with our kids, we have controlled obedience. They obey because we tell them to and because we have power over them. But what if then we move to obedience because they want to the willing obedience to the parents, and then ultimately to willing obedience to God. Can you catch that, parents? There's a shift there that happens. You go from controlled obedience to the parents to willing obedience to God. And when your kid your kid's doing the right thing because they want to first please their parents, and then ultimately we want to turn them over to God, and they want to please God. And you know what, parents, we just sent our 5th kid off to college. And you know what? That's a scary time for a lot of parents because they don't know what they've got.
Go back to the podcast on sending your kid to college.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? 5 times we've sent a kid off to college, and 5 times we have been very confident that they were hearing God and were going to obey God. Why? Because we practiced all this. Yeah, so let's go back to kind of what we said at the first. Why would I go get this course? Well, it's because it's not just a bunch of new discipline methods. We're not going to teach you how to do timeout better. That's not what we do. We're going to teach you how to build a whole way of life in your family that is going to make discipline the easiest thing you do instead of the hardest thing. It's going to make you not be the bad guy.
Yeah, so here's the deal, parents. It's not that what you're doing is wrong. It just might not be the best, most beneficial ways. And so I think sometimes we make it hard on ourselves as parents to discipline our kids. And if we can just think about, oh no, I'm just connecting with my kid, then that just changes the whole paradigm of when it comes to disciplining them.
And so registration just opened to get the course. And it's a really reasonable cost. And because you're listening to this podcast, and we said this last week, if you will text Crazy Cool Family, all one word, Crazy Cool Family, to this text number, 31996. Text Crazy Cool Family to 31996. We will reply back to you with a special discount code for you to use to purchase this course. And now realize too, parents, in the course, not only will you get those videos, and if you want to do it, you can just play it, and you can do it audio. You can do it in your car because it would work in a video setting as well, just in your car or whatever. But also you get a virtual community. And so you're going to be able to hear other people's comments for it. It'll be a Facebook group that you'll be able to be into as well. This course I'm telling you, it is perfect for you.
Yeah, it's short, easy to listen to.
Yeah, it's just filled with information that's going to totally reform the way you discipline your children. And we've been working so hard on these courses.
And we're so thankful for the people who have already joined us on the inside of these courses, and then those of you who will soon be joining us on the inside of these courses.
Yeah, and also, realize that when you purchase a course from Crazy Cool Family, you help us get more resources for more people. So we take all the money from the resources, the resources that you buy or donations or anything, any money we get, and we plow it right back into our ministry so we can help
create
more families.
More resources.
The whole
for more
goal
families.
here is about creating more Crazy Cool Families. That one of the things we want you to do with both of these courses is invest in your family, invest time, invest money.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last week. Is your family worth it?
Yes, exactly.
And we 100% believe that it is worth it.
Yeah, we say yes to that. We say yes to the books and the conferences, and it's so cool now. Actually, things are so much cheaper. I mean, we used to have to go out for the weekend and go to a course, and we would spend...
A conference.
A conference. Yeah, that's what I mean. I said course, but I meant conference, is that, and spend the $150 for the conference and a hotel room and all that.
And somebody to stay with all those kids back home.
Yeah, exactly. And
you
so,
can cuddle up in your bed at night after you put the kids to bed with a hot cup of tea. Sit there and watch the course, have some popcorn.
So cool. And so your family's worth it. And then next week, we're going to be doing this same thing and explaining to you what's going on with siblings as best friends. And we're going to show you more about that course as well.
And so, I just want to also just say to visit our new social media. We've rebranded that, changed the colors on that as well. Go check out our Pinterest page. Madeline's been working hard on updating that. And
Madeline's our daughter.
Yep, making that look snazzy. And then share that with people too. And just a shout out to all of you who have been posting and sharing us on your stories. We see you and we thank you so much, because when you expose us to your followers, we always get followers from your followers. And so we are so grateful for that.
And remember, we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Every family can be crazy cool. We can all win at this game. So yes, share us, go and give us your feedback. Tell us how God's working in your family to make it crazy cool as well. We love to get your feedback, and it helps us to know how to tweak our content and what questions we need to answer for parents. Just ask us questions, tell us your success stories, and most importantly, go check out our website, go buy the courses, share it with us. We just want you to participate in every way possible. Your family's going to benefit. It's worth it to invest in your family. Hey parents, go be crazy. Go be crazy cool, crazycoolfamily.com.